global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings Today. Some fortnight ago, the Northern Elders Forum had told the federal government and the Senate as a whole, the government of the day, that they should expedite action to ensure that Biafra referendum takes place and so that Biafrans will exit Nigeria so that eventually Nigeria will be run the way it ought to be run. And they're insisting that constitutional amendment or any form of restructuring should not take place until this is done, and it should be done with immediate effect. But the presidency, having kept quiet for a long while and allowed them to speak their mind, have decided to react to this, judging the fact that come 2023 there will be election, and we're already in election season. The campaigning is already fierce, and everyone is looking towards getting the region or every other region to vote for their candidate. Well, before we go to the newspaper to find out what the presidency is saying about the Biafran exit, about the notion and the impression of the Northern Elders Forum and the fate of those living Nigeria, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the presidency has criticized the Northern Elders Forum for allegedly instigating a section of the country to leave. Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity to the President, Garba Shehu, condemned the utterances in a statement on Tuesday in Abuja. It said, and I quote, "We are aware of the latest statement from the so-called Northern Elders Forum." Northern Elders Forum, that's NEF. "We wish to reassure Nigerians that it remains their democratically elected leadership which takes decisions that steer our nation and no one else." Okay, all right. No self-appointed, I'm continuing to quote him now. So no self-appointed and unelected group can take this right from Nigerians, no matter how much coverage they might enjoy in the media. Nigerians listen to elected leaders, not opinionated tin gods who have no traction with any responsible group. It is a delusional arrogance that would lead such a group to publicly state terms and conditions for the existence of our nation. Who gave them the right to ask for the exclusion or expulsion of anyone, group, or even section of the country from the Federal Republic of Nigeria? He asked. The Nigerian government does not take guidance nor invitations from such groups, only from the Nigerian people who put government in office. Any group can refer to themselves as leaders, but in Nigeria, if you have not been elected by Nigerians to a leadership role, then you are not, and the government certainly doesn't recognize you as such. Like many other countries around the world, Nigeria is feeling the strain of the current period of volatility and uncertainty. Now is not the time to seek to exacerbate divisions amongst Nigerians. Rather, we call on all Nigerians to come together and to work to overcome the challenges we face as one nation and one people. Nigerians have been reacting to this. Don't forget that others were the CNG, Northern Coalition of Northern Groups and Northern Elders Forum have been talking, especially CNG, over the fact that Biafra should exit and all that, so that the referendum should take place and all that. All this while, let's be real to ourselves. All this while, nobody has really cautioned them to say, okay, they are not speaking the mind of the people. It looks as if they are actually speaking the mind of the Northerners or the mind of Nigerians or mind of leaders. They kept on saying these things without caring whose ear is being God. And the Biafrans are even saying, please, can you expedite actions to really, they would love to leave this country. To make matters worse, no one cautioned the group, no one even asked for their arrest. If it was another group that was making such demands, now you keep hearing things like these people, this group is causing insecurity due to their insightful statement, they should be arrested, or DSS should investigate them, or something on that line. But no group have even asked for their arrest or asked for them to be quiet. The others were just okay. Well, it's as if you guys are in charge, or you guys are the one handling things. But right now, the presidency, if through the media, the person of Shehu Gaba, the media publicity, media person to the president, Muhammad Buhari, have decided to correct the nation. They say, look, these guys are just um, guys that are not elected. They're only opinionated, even though they're having a lot of media coverage, doesn't mean that they're speaking the mind of the people. But some Nigerians are saying this is the election period, so these ones are cajoling things. But let's feel the pulse of Nigerians. They are talking, and they're not sparing anyone here. This one here is saying, you are joking. It is the Northern Elders Forum that are the decision makers of this nation, and they're the ones that will dictate where the nation is heading. It has always been their duty, so don't try to suggest otherwise. Kai. Another person here say, who are the Northern Elders Forum? We don't know them. They are governing themselves, friends and politics, not we the masses. Another person say, elected leaders for oppression, corruption, dictatorship, and lawlessness. Nigerians are asking. And that person here said, please support 100%. Let's separate ourselves from these people. See, their friends said, please, they should separate. While some northerners are saying, go ahead, let's separate, let everybody go their way. And Nigerians are actually tired. We're really divided in ethnical lines, unfortunately. There has to be some unifying factor, else even 23 elections may just be a fluke. But let's continue anyway. This one here is saying, Shehu, you are my man, anytime or any day. Mr. Adesina, who wants to make enemies to 200 millions of Nigerians, should learn reporting from you, his senior. He think he loves Buhari than the rest of us. This person here say, Gaba, or whatever you say, the people from the other side of this nation does not and will never like you. You are not an elected office holder, so I don't like you and will not respect what you're saying. Your brothers they want to go and you want them to go, and we want them to go. So what's your problem? Okay, this one here is saying, this one actually is another line saying, look, that they all want to go, that Biafrans want to go. So why not let them go? Why are you trying to force them to remain in one big Nigerian family? This one here is saying, we are not one Nigeria, we are not one nation, neither one people. It's time to go our separate ways. Nigeria cannot remain as one. This is serious. Okay, but everybody is just generally, just like he said, Shehu Gaba said, look, every country have their challenges, but when these challenges becomes burdensome when it comes to the issue of insecurity, there's no way economic growth will find its expression in Nigeria if insecurity is at this neck deep level. We need to find a way around it. Look at Deborah's case. The list is endless. But what's your take on this? Do you agree with what the president is saying, or do you think really